Austin Reaves is going to be making $185 million this year, $40 million over those first 3 years, and $50 million over the last. And there's been a bunch of arguments online about whether he deserves this
It's
kind
ridiculous.
of money.
Nah, I think he deserves it. Just if you look at his
He does
stats-
not deserve
No.
it. He's a great player, but looking at how much other people are getting, like how much money they're getting, like in comparison to him, they're doing so much more for their team, and it's just,
Absolutely. He can't play defense. He's a
No, okay,
one-dimensional.
He can't play defense, but he can play offense. Look at his stats.
They have Luka Doncic.
They need someone
They don't
all
need more
around.
depth.
Luka's always injured.
So is Austin Reaves. Reaves played 51 games last year.
and he's getting up there in age too. He's been in the league for some time now.
He's been
Yeah,
in the league for
he's already peaked.
5
He's
years.
already peaked.
He's 28
No,
right
look
now,
at his-
getting paid 185 million. By the time his contract finishes, he'll be what 32.
Yeah.
Look at his points, his average points this season. He's peaking, or he's going up every season. He started with 7.3, and every year since he started, it's only been going up. So
But the
that makes-
amount of games he's playing is going down. Last year was his
Exactly. And from
least
there, it's
amount
gonna
of
keep
games
going
played.
down because look at his age. I mean, again, he's 28.
He's 28.
Yeah, he's
He's
28 years
28.
old.
Oh, shit.
Grown man.
I think that wear and tear will start to drop as the Lakers spend more money on centers, power forwards who can do that defensive work for him instead of having to play really hard on both sides. He can chill with Luka in the front court while his big men are doing all the defensive work down low because he had to grab around 6 boards a game during that season. That's not really what you see from your
We've
shooting
never
guard.
seen that like consistency from him though. Like obviously he's had amazing games where he's put up so many points, done awesome on defense and offense, but on a consistency, he's not putting up those points to get
Especially in
that
the
bag.
playoffs, too. Last playoffs, he went 3 for 16, I think, in one of the games. Worst shooting from a Laker in the past 30 years in a playoff game. Just unacceptable from AR-15, really. Can't have that in the playoffs, especially with Luka out. Needs to step up to the plate.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
with-
definitely with Luka out, he did have to step up, but I think he'll become more accustomed to that role as he has to do it more with LeBron on his way out, either to retirement or there are reports saying that he may go back to Cleveland. He will be on his way out. And Austin, I think he's built for the challenge to take that next step and become one of the leaders on the team.
I disagree. I don't think he's going to be able to step up and make that play. Obviously, we've seen it. He's been a great supporting player for so many years, and I think he'll continue to be that player. But again, just the money and for the person, it's not worth it.
He just can't go up against elite defenders. He's up against a guy like Cason Wallace, and he's shooting 30% from the 3, which is the same as guys like Russell Westbrook, who get called West Brick. You know, you
That
can't
man's
have a
name is
brick.
Westbrook. That man's name is Westbrook.
Okay, do you think Anthony Edwards is better than what's your comparison between Anthony Edwards and Austin Reaves?
Oh, Ant is way better.
Yeah,
Come on.
definitely.
exactly.
way better.
But they're getting almost the exact same amount of money every year. There's only there's a small difference, and so you're telling me the Lakers could have had Ant as a new player instead of LeBron, but they have Austin Reaves replacing him instead.
It would have been very hard to go after Ant. And once again, Austin Reaves may not be that Ant level player, but because of the pressure that Detroit Pistons and Brooklyn Nets put a bid in basically for Austin Reaves, you can't really name 10 people better than him in his position. He is definitely top 10. He has a deep bag. He can score.
Do you
when it
think he's
needs to
better
be
than
shot.
LaMelo Ball?
No, but it's going to be hard to get
So
LaMelo Ball.
you're telling me the Wolves just got LaMelo Ball. They have 2 guards better than Austin Reaves on their team.
That is
And
definitely debatable.
they just had the draft too. I mean,
Yeah.
you're telling me they couldn't get another, what is he, shooting guard? They couldn't get another shooting guard from the draft. Let him go.
Exactly.
For a little,
Dylan Harper,
and not waste,
last draft,
not
already better than Austin
There you
Reaves.
go. And
It's definitely worth it to pay that money. And they still have a lot of cap space. LA is a big market team. They can go over the cap and afford to pay that fee. So like I said, if you are worried about that defensive aspect, you can get someone from either free agency or go make another trade who can do the dirty work for him.
So are you basically saying he's not the guy that they want to have, but he's the guy they have to have?
I do think they're a guy that he has to have. And they do want him. And clearly they want him if they're going to pay that much money for a player. They value him highly, and the rest of the league values him highly because, as we said earlier, the Detroit Pistons and Brooklyn Nets also came in with bids for him. So it was pressure from other teams to sign him, and also his skill set that allowed them to say, hey, we want to pay this type of big money for this player.
well, why not get another player? Maybe that's either better or not as good, and just either use that money or save more money for someone else. In a
It could
different
also
position,
take the time to implement them into the system, whereas Austin Reaves came in undrafted, so he was able to learn the system over these 5 years, and he's improved every year.
I
as
don't
well.
think coaches are looking at taking the time though.
I think Austin Reeves is also just like a marketing strategy too, like not just for the player himself, but he's became a fan favorite in Los Angeles, and so even though he grew up in Arkansas, I think the LA fan base has really loved Austin Reeves throughout the year, and so in order to keep revenue coming, and in order to keep LA such a famous and popular team,
Yeah, I
think
mean
Austin-
his story is just so easy to love. Came from not really a valued guy out of high school,
Yeah,
gets undrafted, and now he's a superstar making $185 million.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
Go ahead.
I don't think he deserves it. What is that specific skill set that you guys see in him that I'm not seeing?
Exactly. I really
look at the
like
numbers.
Austin Reeves. I'm not saying I don't like him.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying $185 million for the age he's at, for what he's going to. Like I think he's gonna be past his prime soon, or what you'd call
Yeah.
his prime. And it's just not worth it at this point in his career.
What I see from Reeves is he has a very deep bag. So Luka, he can go down. He's going to get you at least 20, 30, and 40 on a good night. But you need that secondary option. Looking at the Lakers roster, they don't really have that right now. So they need
But
someone.
can Austin Reeves be that secondary option?
Yes, definitely. You come down the court.
With-
Shot.
All I'm going to say, I don't think Reeves can perform against a good defense. I think, sure, put him against the Wizards, he's going for 40. He's going to stat pad on the bad players, but put him against the Thunder, put him against the Spurs, he's not doing what we know he can do.
Exactly. Good player, can do what he can do. Not every night, but most nights. But $185 million down, not down the drain, I won't say, but there's a good amount of that wasted that could have potentially been for something else or somewhere else, and it's on Austin Reeves now.
I'm going to disagree and say that it definitely was worth it.
I think it was pretty worth it myself, but yeah.
That's going to be an end to our show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya, boys.
You guys did a